All right, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host, Chuck Stevenson, and welcome to the Fight Companion for UFC 275. We've got two titles on the line tonight. Headlining is going to be the light heavyweight championship between Teixeira and Yuri Prohaska. And then in the co-main event, we have a flyweight championship in the ladies flyweight division. Valentina Shevchenko defending her title against Taila Santos, possibly her toughest title challenger to date. So we've got a nice, healthy lineup of fights tonight. Just waiting on the main card to start here. But it is officially 2 minutes after 10 o'clock. So I should already have the broadcast started. Let me switch over to the pay-per-view from the prelims here on ESPN Plus, which is how I'm watching in the US. So they're playing the advertisement right now, but the chat is open, and we're gonna have some fun with these fights. So before we get started, and you know how it is, every time they start the new broadcast, they're gonna take a while to talk about the fight. So let's go ahead and talk about the fights we've got on tap. So first up, we have a welterweight bout. Della Maddalena taking on Ramazan Emieve. Madalena comes in from, looks like Australia, and he is 11-2. Emeev is 20-5. He is fighting out of Russia. Big 10-year age gap between these two. Emeev is 35 to 25 for Della Maddalena. Then we move to another welterweight bout. Jake Matthews taking on Andre Fialho. The Australian Matthews, the Celtic kid, coming in at 17-5. Fialho coming in at 16-4. He's out of Portugal. Matthews last fought a little over a year ago, losing via submission, whereas Fialho is he's fought twice recently already, according to this. Fought just under 2 months ago, getting a TKO, and then fought a month and 2 days ago, getting another TKO. So that guy's been active recently. Then we have the much-awaited rematch at strawweight between Weili Zhang and Joanna Jedrzejczyk. And this is, to me, this is my main event tonight. This is the fight I've been looking forward to because this was one of the best ladies fights ever. Many consider it to be the best ladies fight ever. These two fought for 5 hard rounds back in March of 2020. I will never forget that night for several reasons that I'm not even going to get into, but this fight was actually the highlight. So this is the fight I'm most looking forward to. Only 3 rounds this time, so the two ladies have only 3 rounds to get it done, as opposed to the 5 rounds they had last time, because there's no title on the line for this one. Neither of them are a champion, and both are coming in off of excuse me, off of losses. So both of these ladies got to get it done. Joanna's coming in. Joanna has not fought since the loss to Zhang via split decision 2 years and 2 months ago, whereas Zhang won that fight, but has since lost 2 in a row. Lost the title to Rose Namajunas, and then lost the immediate rematch 6 months ago. So both ladies need a win here, and the UFC president Dana White has already promised a title shot to the winner of these two. He says the winner of this rematch definitely gets the next shot. I don't personally agree with that, but I'm not the person who gets to make those decisions. Avmail in the chat says, who are you picking in Zhang Weili versus Joanna Jedrzejczyk 2? So I picked Weili. I tend to pick the winners of the first fights in rematches because statistically it pans out. I think it's over 60% is when the winner of the first fight wins the rematch in UFC. So I'm going with Zhang, but I wouldn't be surprised by a Joanna rematch. It just depends. Then in the co-main event, we have the Flyweight Championship. Valentina Shevchenko taking on Taila Santos. Santos challenging for the Bullets Flyweight Championship. Shevchenko coming in at 22-3. Santos coming in at 19-1. Santos riding a nice 4-fight win streak going back just under 2 years ago. Most recently, she defeated Joanna Wood via submission 5 months ago. Valentina Shevchenko last fought 8 months ago, beating Laura Murphy via ground and pound. 8 months is that's a long layoff for the champ, Shevchenko. But the interesting one here out of the stats on this fight is the age difference. 28 for Santos to 34 for Shevchenko. Here's the thing. Shevchenko has shown like no signs of slowing down at all. And I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon because the way that she fights so safe, like so defensively minded that she doesn't take a lot of hard shots. And I don't think she trains to the point that she like is constantly breaking herself or taking heavy blows. So it's not like she's taking a lot of heavy shots and aging herself in each and every fight. So my pick for that one is going to be Shevchenko again. But I am interested in seeing what Santos can do. Then, of course, we have the main event, Glover Teixeira taking on Yuri Prohaska. Let me bring up the stats here real quick on Tapology. Teshera coming in at 33-7, the champ, taking on the challenger out of the Czech Republic, Prohaska, coming in at 28-3-1. Here's another big age difference. 42 years old for Glover to 29 years old for Yuri. Big difference there. That is a big age difference. But Prohaska has had like a late career resurgence lately. He just seemed, I mean, he's been fighting very smart. He isn't, fighting too much of one way or the other. Like he's not, at this point, he's not, working on his striking to the detriment of his grappling or vice versa. He's making sure to, work on each area and utilize each area in his fights. We'll have to see, though, because Yuri is wild. He's not super technical. He's very wild, but he's very fast. He's very strong, and his power is out of this world. So he very well could catch Glover Teixeira and knock him out. He's also weird as hell. Yuri Prohaska is an absolute weirdo. I mean, the guy is the king of MMA, which, hey, hats off to him. I'll admit it. I'm weird. Pretty much have to be to start an MMA channel on YouTube. You have to have some weirdness inside of you. A lot of people will deny it, but you don't start an MMA channel if you're not just a little bit weird. But that's going to be a good fight. And Yuri, a veteran of the Rise Fighting Federation in Japan, he was their light heavyweight champ there until they basically said, yeah, we don't have any fights for you anymore. So switched over to the UFC. He's only had fought in the UFC twice. So his third UFC fight, he's getting a title shot. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. But those are your fights we have for you tonight for the UFC 275 Fight Companion. But this is going to be a fun one. I don't know too much about the early fights, the first two fights, the welterweight bouts, Della Maddalena versus Emeev and Matthews versus Fialho, but we'll see. But for me, like I said, the real main event is going to be Zhang versus Joanna too. That's the one I'm most looking forward to, because I think that'll be absolute fireworks. Excuse me. I mentioned earlier, I'm still fighting off a bit of a sinus infection, so if I got a cough, I'll try to hit the mute button before I do so. But if I don't, I apologize. But the coughing just going to be something that's going to be there. Anyway, before we get into it, hit that like button. That draws more people to the stream. So the longer the stream goes, the more likes it has, the more likes it gets, the more people are drawn to it. The more the YouTube algorithm, pushes it out there into the ether. Also, if you decide, hey, I like what I'm watching so far at any point, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. WMMA Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. If you are on Twitter, which I recommend not being on Twitter, but if you are already on it, right there, at Now WMMA, feel free to follow me. I do live tweets, mostly during the women's fights, but during the men's as well. So once the fights start, I'll be actually facing this way. And if you see me like look down for a minute, it's probably just me tweeting out a fight result or, judging a round, whichever. But yep, Twitter at Now WMMA. But also I'm just a small time whiskey connoisseur, enjoyer of whiskey. So I've got a few whiskeys right here by me that I'll be trying tonight. No, I mean, I've tried all of these before, but some of these are pretty good. So the first whiskey of the night is going to be what I feel is a super underrated bourbon out of Kentucky. Evan Williams White Label. Evan Williams bottled in bond, which means it is aged for a minimum of 4 years and proofed at no less and no higher than 100 proof. This bottle, Evan Williams makes a good bourbon, very underrated, and especially because of the price. The way it is priced makes you think, oh, well, that's just crap. There's no way that's good. Trust me. Like this bottle here, the bonded, the black label is the by far more well-known one. It's this, but it has a black label. The black label is like $28, and that's for the 1.75. The 750 milliliter for the black label is only $13. The 750 milliliter of the bottled in bond, which is 100 proof bourbon, it's only $15.99 where I am in Pennsylvania. So it is a very underrated whiskey. I mean, it's not like absolutely phenomenal, but for this bat's way above its price point. Pour some of that. It's got a nice nose, sugar maple. By the way, they're getting ready to start the first bout. It's going to be Della Maddalena versus his name Ramazan Emieve. In a minute here. Let me get this tasting done first, though. So, got some sugar notes. The burnt oak, of course, from the barrel. It's got some nice legs on it. Got some caramel notes. Along the back is like a nice, like a maple syrup taste on the back of the tongue. Take another small sip here. A little bit of sourness when you chew on it, but that's pretty good too. Ooh, very warming as it goes down. Very warming. Like I said, I'm not an expert on tasting notes or anything like that. I just know what I like. But so Ramazan Emieve making his way out to the cage right now. You're taking on Della Maddalena. Yo, what is up with? Is his whole body scarred on the left side, or why is he red on like his entire left side of his torso? That's very interesting. It's like, was he laying on something? It's like the entire left side of his torso, the lower half of his torso is like bright pink. They're even talking about it in the commentary, wondering what's going on with that. So here comes Australia's Della Maddalena, whose nose is more crooked than a politician. Coming out the Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC. For those who don't know, AC/DC is an Australian band. So Della Maddalena is on an 11-fight win streak. Has finished 10 out of his 11 wins, 9 being knockout. And won his UFC contract on Dana White Contender Series week 3 of season 5. So getting ready for the opening bout of the UFC 275 main card in the welterweight division. Della Maddalena taking on Ramazan Emieve. Just going to wait on the full announcements from Bruce Buffer before we get started. By the way, like and subscribe, please, if you are new to the channel. And the chat is open, so feel free to say hi in the chat. But don't ask for links for the pay-per-view. Or, I mean, don't ask for links for streams. If you ask for links for streams, you will get blocked. And if you spam links, you will get blocked. The rules aren't hard here. Keep it respectful. Don't ask for stream links. Don't send stream links through the chat. All right, so Bruce Buffer is getting his announcements done right now. Oh, you did that. Okay. Just checking some last few things here for the stream. So we're getting ready to start. Here we go. First bout of the evening. Della Maddalena versus Ramazan Emieve. Okay, so they're in the center of the octagon. Overhand right by Emeev. Oh, right hand by Jack. Emeev kind of with an elbow that missed, but Jack mixing it up, going high and low with his punches, trying to open up. Overhand right for Emeev. I like how Emeev so far, he's kind of mixing in his punches. He's mixing some elbows in with the punches. And there is a takedown attempt by Emeev. Woo, nice job. Didn't get him down right away, but came up behind the back and brought him down. Now he's got him down. He's on the right side of Della Maddalena. Madalena back up to his feet, but Emeev's got him in a choke. Emeev's going for, what is that, Darce? I don't know if he's going to be able to keep it from that position. Looks like Jack's about to slip out. But, oh, he rolled it. Emeev rolled it. Madalena is in trouble. Oh, no, he's out. And he makes Emeev eat a knee on the way up. Nice job there by Jack Della Maddalena. Apparently, all 7 of Emeev's fights have gone the distance in the UFC. Oh, Jack's starting to light him up now on the feet. Oh, Emeev's down. Emeev's down. He's eating punches, and that's it. Jack Della Maddalena gets the win via first round knockout or TKO, whichever. Nice job there for Jack Della Maddalena. He was getting those punches in. That was nice effort there by Jack. I'd like to get a replay so we can see better what happened there. Crowd is very appreciative. Looks like got a couple punches in there. Showing the replay. A hit to the body. Look, it was a body punch. So it was a punch, a left hand. It was a left hand to the body that just kind of like went right across his body and just took the wind out of him. Ooh, I love body shots too. That's great. By the way, the chat is open. Feel free to say hello in the chat or leave any questions, comments, complaints. So that is it for the first fight of the main card. We're going to Bruce Buffer for the official time. Two minutes, 32 seconds. So Jack Della Maddalena gets it done in 2 minutes, 32 seconds of the first round. Good for Jack. Good for the Australian man. Av Mail says, if Stamp Fairtex came to the UFC, who would you want to see her fight? Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. So let me pull up. That's a good question, Av. Let me pull up the UFC No, that's not what I want. I hate UFC.com. It's one of the worst. Let me see. Active. So for her first fight, I wouldn't put her in it right away against top 15. I absolutely would not put her in against the top 15. Maybe Mizuki Inoue if she ever returns. Savannah Gomez Juarez would be fun. The girl that just fought tonight and won by knockout. That'd be fun. Oh, no. Angela Hill would be good, but no, I've got one for you. Here's the one. Let me pull it up here. That's who I'd want to see stamp against in MMA. Loma Lookboonmee. I believe they fought before in Muay Thai, but that's the one I'd like to see. Loma Lookboonmee. I think Stamp's record is better in MMA so far. But yeah, that's the one. All right, so that is it for your first bout of the evening. So Jack Della Maddalena defeats what's his name? Is it Ramazan? Ramazan Emeev via first round knockout. So now we move to another welterweight bout. Jake Matthews taking on Andre Fialho. We talked earlier, Fialho, he's been very active this year. Oh, did they just announce this today? UFC 278 is going to be Usman versus Edwards. That's going to be a good fight. That's going to be a good fight. Yeah, Usman versus Edwards, that's going to be good. So, got Jake Matthews versus Andre Fialho next. As soon as they get through with promoting this fight, this welterweight championship. My problem with Leon Edwards is like, I don't know if he has that dog in him that, if you're going to take on Kamaru Usman, you need to have like that, some dog in you. You can't just go in there and try to cruise to a decision, which Leon Edwards tends to do a lot of the time. I mean, if you're going to take on Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare, and I'm not even a big Usman fan, but I got to acknowledge how great he is. And you've got to have some serious dog in you to take on Usman. And I just question if Leon Edwards has that in him. I don't know if he does. I mean, striking, I give the technical striking acumen to Edwards. Obviously, the wrestling goes to Usman. Power, I would give to Usman. The knockout power on the feet would go to Usman, even though the technical acumen goes to Edwards. But, yeah, Usman's one of those fighters you've got to really dig deep to win, and I don't know if Edwards has it. I mean, you go back to his fight against Nate Diaz, and he definitely did not expect Nate to come out there and, hurt him in the final round, but that's exactly what happened. And what did Edwards do? He ended up losing the rest of that round. So I don't know. Blue Dash in the chat says, I got Matthews in this next fight, but Fialho is fun. Let's go ahead and break down the stats for this one while we're at it. So pull up Tapology.com here. So Matthews, the Celtic kid, coming in at 17-5. Fialho coming in at 16-4. Matthews coming in off a loss to Sean Brady a year ago via submission. Fialho coming in off of 2 straight wins via KO or TKO. Looks like Fialho is 1 year elder, 28-27. The rest is mostly identical. I mean, like an inch difference in height, 2 inches in reach, which isn't that big. But both go to Fialho. So we'll see. We shall see. I think this shall be a good one. So we'll have to see. Where is Fialho from? He's out of Portugal. Not too many Portuguese fighters in the UFC. A lot of Brazilians that speak Brazilian Portuguese, but not too many Portuguese fighters in the UFC. Oh, by the way, if you click to go over to my channel, I've got a few polls up. If you go over to the channel here, and you're on home, and you click on the community tab, I've got several polls up right now. Well, first I have the knockout from earlier, where Savannah Gomez Juarez knocked out Leon Na. But I've also got some polls up to rate Juarez's performance, rate Jocelyn Edwards' performance in her win against Ramona Pascual, rate the Edwards versus Pascual fight. But also I've got polls up for who wins tonight's UFC Flyweight Championship, who wins the main card strawweight bout. So those two are still open. And at 10 votes right now, Zhang and Jedrzejczyk are neck and neck in that poll. So go ahead and check those out. Those are over at my channel page on the community tab. But we're getting ready right now. We've got Fialho. Nope, Jake Matthews making his way into the cage right now. Okay. So Matthews is a BJJ black belt. He has 5 wins by knockout, 6 by submission. A 9th highest significant strike defense in UFC welterweight history. Who keeps track of these stats? I get that a lot of people that watch sports are just absolute stat junkies, but man, who keeps track of these? Like, that's just a weird stat to keep track of. What is the 9th highest significant strike defense in UFC welterweight history? I don't know. I don't get it. But that's just me. I mean, I know some people are like big time gamblers and they want to know as much as they can. I guess. I don't know. So here comes Andre Fialho. He's out of Cascais, Portugal. Or is it Saskai is Portugal. I have no idea how you say that. Good. Eye patch in the background. Guy with an eye patch. Ooh. Ooh. Don't mind me. I should be good to go for the remainder of the stream. Drank an energy drink earlier. Took a nap. Had an energy drink. Just get the fights going. This music's not helping though. His Fialho's walkout music is I don't want to say it's opera, but it's very slow and melodic. The woman singing. Oh my God, please end this music already. We got a one-eyed official. How about that? Hope he's not a judge. Oh, could you imagine? Listen, I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but could you imagine if we had a one-eyed judge? Oh, we'd never hear the end. There would be no end of it online. Oh. There we go. All right, Bruce, let's get these announcements done and let's get into this fight. Let's get this fight going already because the arena is definitely filling up there, though, which is good because it's 10:39 p.m. here, which means it's 10:39 a.m. in Singapore. This is an early morning card. The first fight started at 7 a.m. UFC's jerks. They're like, we're going to have this on pay-per-view in the U.S., so we're going to make people get up at 7 a.m. If they don't like it, they don't have to come. You know that was Dana White's thinking. We're not giving up pay-per-view dollars. We're not giving them championship fights for free. They're going to have to work for it. All right, start of the first round. Matthews versus Fialho. Fialho starting to stalk Matthews down. Fialho in the red. Matthews in the gray and white. A couple of low kicks for Matthews. Matthews keeping his guard low. Could end up paying for that. But so far, ooh, another low kick for Matthews. You could hear that one. Snap. Not a whole lot going on so far. Minute 20 seconds into the first round. No real offense out of Fialho yet. Right hand by Matthews. Ooh, that low kick got Fialho's attention. Push kick by Matthews. Ooh, high kick caught by Fialho. And not a whole lot going on yet. Fialho trying to come in, but the overhand right by Matthews like kept him outside. So we're almost halfway into the first round, and Fialho's thrown like nothing of note. Just ate a low kick by Matthews. And it's not as if Matthews has had super high output either. Oh, that was a nice left hook by Matthews. Check hook. I'll put a kick up the middle. It didn't hit. Matthews lands a right. Ooh, another nice left hook by Matthews. Kind of wobbled Fialho a little bit. Minute 45 seconds left in the first round, and Fialho's landed nothing in this first round so far. I mean, this first round is all Jake Matthews. Apparently, Fialho has landed 2 strikes so far, according to John Anik. So that's good to know. Ooh, nice exchange there, but Matthews backs Fialho off. Low kick there for Fialho. Minute 5 left in the first round. Matthews goes high with the kick, gets blocked. Nice front kick there by Matthews. Fialho lands a low kick. Yeah, Fialho's having a hard time dealing with the speed of Matthews. Anytime he gets in the range, he's getting hit, and has no answer for it so far. With 35 seconds left in the first round, he's got to show some significant. I don't know if he can do anything to win this round at this point. $20 seconds left. Oh, they're getting into a firefight now. Nice big combinations. But it's mostly Matthews getting work done. He's trying to finish Fialho at the end, but oh, Andre hurt him right at the end there, and then followed him to the ground, but not enough time left. So got some nice action there in the final like 30 seconds or so. It was a boring round otherwise, but some good action. So after the first round, that's got to be Jake Matthews' round. I mean, I don't know anyone could score that for Andre Fialho, but hopefully we get a little bit more of that final 30 seconds. I hope we get more of that in the second round here, because before that, the fight was kind of boring. See, that drink of the Evan Williams, it started off weird. It had a weird taste at the beginning, but it finished it off really nicely. So, all right, we're getting ready to start the second round already. That was fast. Again, not a whole lot. I mean, Andre just kind of like following Matthews around, but not doing anything, not really throwing. There's a nice left hand there by Matthews. Oh, another left staggers Fialho. Oh, caught him again with the right hand. Fialho's definitely wobbled. There's another big right hand from Matthews. Fialho can't eat many more of those. That's for darn sure. Oh, another left. Fialho is still staggered. He can't eat any more of these shots. He's got to start moving his head. Come on, Andre. Jeez. Another right hand lands for Matthews. Let me please stop it with his tweets, please, on the screen. Matthews goes high with a kick that's blocked by Fialho. A couple jabs missed for Andre. Matthews lands another right. Blue Dash says Matthews looking good. I got to agree. He's looking real good. Ooh, Fialho lands a nice 1-2. But a big right lands for Matthews again. Oh, big left staggers Fialho again. He eats another. And the right. Oh, Fialho's down. Fialho's down. He's out. That's it. That's it. Jake Matthews, second round finish. Ooh. He just kept eating those big punches by Jake Matthews. Can't be eating all those big punches like that. Big victory there for Australia's Jake Matthews. Finishing Andre Fialho in the second round. Oh, that was nice. Very nice. Good action after a mostly lackluster first. Although I will say the first round finished good. So we got 2 finishes in the first 2 fights. It's not even 11 o'clock yet. And they've had to like really like drag out the promotion in this first hour. This has been a good night of fights overall, period, honestly. Like, I haven't had much to complain about. So it's been a good night. I'm enjoying these fights tonight. Had some great finishes, some good action in the decisions. There hasn't really been a bad fight tonight. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty happy. Blue Dash says over a year layoff, his striking looks so much better. Yeah. You know, some fighters, they need that layoff. Some fighters need some time off to really work on stuff and put things together. And maybe that's what Jake Matthews needed. I mean, man, he was just so fast. Like, his hands were like, I mean, they're moving that fast. It was like lightning. Just that good. So we're about to get the result for the official time. 2 minutes, 24 seconds of the second round. Jake Matthews via TKO. Very nice effort there by Jake Matthews. I'm just texting out the fight companion here. Daniel Cormier in right now with Jake Matthews, interviewing him. Yeah, Blue Dash says, oh, damn, it's already Zhang versus Weili next. This event feels so fast. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm good because I'm not. You know, I always start. I always start early on Saturdays. I start work at 6, and then I'm there until 12:30, so it's not like a long day. But anyway, I start early on Saturdays. So even if I get a nap in, Saturdays are long. Thankfully, I don't have to work tomorrow morning because sometimes I work Sunday mornings for a couple hours. So, Jake Matthews says he wants to get on the Paris card in September. So we'll see about that one. Blue Dash says, who did you pick for Joanna versus Weili? So I picked Weili because she won the first fight, and I usually pick, I think it's like over 60% of the time, the winner of the first fight wins the rematch. So that's pretty good odds. Okay, so that's it for that. Ooh, that last little sip of Evan Williams went down really good. All right, so next up, we got Zhang versus Joanna 2, my personal main event. Before we get into that, though, I'm going to take a little restroom break and wash my glass out here, get ready for the next whiskey. So I will be right back for the next fight, the people's main event, Zhang versus Joanna 2. Be back in just a moment. All right, so we are back. Let me just switch the banner around. Okay. Boom, we're back. All right, so still in between fights, but the next one up, what I'm calling the people's main event, Zhang versus Joanna 2, the white fight I'm most excited for. I'm nervous about this fight. I don't even have any skin in this game. It doesn't matter to me who wins. I'd be fine with either one, but I'm nervous because the last fight was like so awesome that I cannot wait for this one. By the way, hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. By hitting that like button, you keep the fight going in the YouTube algorithm, which draws more people to it. And yeah, I could afford to have some new viewers come to the channel. I wouldn't mind it at all. So please hit that like button. We're gonna keep the whiskey going. Next up, we have. Oh, this is another high proof one here. So I'm gonna keep. No, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on this one. We're gonna wait on this one. We're gonna pick up a rye whiskey here. High West whiskey double rye. This is one of my personal favorite ryes, and you can pick this up for like not a whole lot of money either. I mean, it's not like certainly not a bottom shelf rye, but let me see how much this costs in Pennsylvania. So you can pick this up for $40 in Pennsylvania, which is a pretty good price. And it's a good rye. It's a mix. It's a blend of two different rye mash bills. Go ahead and pour this in. By the way, friendly reminder, the chat is open. Only got 2 people in there right now, but we'll get more people in as the night goes on. Colostrum Sup says, I pray to God Santos wins tonight. So we got someone in the chat cheering for Santos. Ooh, you might trigger the Weili simps. Or not the Weili simps, the Shivchenkos. You're about to trigger the Shivchenkos, Colostrum. Weili simps are going to be triggered too if Joanna wins. If Joanna wins, the Weili simps might just hurt themselves, because I don't know what they'll do if she loses 3 straight. It'll be interesting to see. Because I remember when she got knocked out by Rose, and I actually felt bad for people, because there were like people that were just like seriously depressed over it. It's like, man. But for me, fighters lose. I mean, I have fighters that I like, but if they lose, it's not the end of the world for me, because I put the sport over any single fighter. So that's what helps insulate me in case the fighter loses. Like my personal favorite fighter, Sahi Ham, she might lose her next fight because she's most likely facing Angela Lee in one championship, and Lee's going to be the much bigger fighter. Going to be the much bigger fighter going into that, so she might very well lose. But she loses, she loses. Because while she's my favorite fighter, I just want a good fight. You know, my personal thing, my mantra is fights over fighters. The sport over any singular fighter. Some people, they're just fighter fans, whereas I'm like a fight fan. So, which is why, you know, I always say all the time, you know, I can't stand fanboys because they're annoying. They're the worst. I need my water. Cleanse the palate first. So we got some High West double rye. Ooh, that is smooth. Definitely a lower proof. I think that's like 96 proof compared to the Evan Williams that was 100 proof. And, you know, rye has a spiciness to it, but rye overall is a smoother whiskey than bourbon. Bourbon has like a warmth, I call it the bourbon burn. You know, you take a swallow and it kind of like burns a little bit going down. It's a good burn, but it's a burn. Whereas rye is just real smooth. Cheers to you, Judy V. A votre sante. You want to say, Weili Zhang and me, we are the toughest chicks in this division, is what Joanna just said. Not quite goosebumps, but they're there. They want to come out. You know, Levy. Joanna about to make her entrance. This is going to be good. Look in the mirror. Joanna and Jedrzejczyk walking out to Dream On by Aerosmith. One of my, that's my favorite Aerosmith song. Hands down. My favorite Aerosmith song, Dream On. No, nobody knows where you come, where you go. There's Mike Thomas Brown in her corner. You know, Mike Thomas Brown, he's mostly known to like newer fans of the sport as one of the best coaches and cornermen. But that dude was an absolute beast of a fighter. Like he was back in the WEC days before the UFC brought in the featherweight and bantamweight divisions. And WEC was like king of the smaller weight classes in the US. Mike Thomas Brown was the guy who took out Uriah Faber, who was like the star of WEC. And Mike Thomas Brown basically put Faber on a permanent downslide. Like, I mean, Faber's career went on for like years after that. But after facing Mike Thomas Brown, Faber never reached the heights again that he had in WEC. And that's because of Mike Thomas Brown. But then Mike Thomas Brown seemed like he was going to be unbeatable. Then you know what happened to Mike Thomas Brown? Little guy called Jose Aldo. So Jose Aldo happened to Mike Thomas Brown. There goes Joanna running in the cage. The crowd is going nuts. Great crowd reception for Joanna Jedrzejczyk, which she well deserves. She looks happy to be in there. She looks intense. This is going to be good. This is going to be good, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a good fight. Here comes Weili, and the crowd is already going nuts. As soon as the music changed, the crowd went nuts. Got to remember, they are in Singapore. There is a large Chinese population in Singapore. I forget what the exact percentage is. Let me look it up. It is a very large population of Chinese already living in Singapore. So she's going to get a big pop there. Let me see. 74.1% of the 2018 census says that, 74.1% of residents in Singapore are of Chinese descent. So, yeah. Big Chinese population in Singapore. So even if they're not like Chinese nationals and they're Singaporean nationals, still she's one of theirs. She has the 5th highest strike rate in UFC strawweight history at 5.47 per minute. Again, that's one of those stats. It's like, whoo, listen to that pop she gets as she enters the cage. That was a weird change in perspective on the screen I'm seeing. I know it can't just be me. Like, anyone else see that? Like the quality changed on screen when Zhang stepped into the cage. It's like the screen quality changed. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I was having audio issues earlier, but okay, so now it seems back to the way it was. That was weird. Maybe it's just because they're broadcasting from overseas. Anyway, got the tail of the tape here. Joanna older by 2 years, 32 to 34. She's taller, 5 feet 6 inches to 5 feet 4 inches for Zhang, 65.5 inches reach Joanna to 63 inches for Zhang. And if anyone needs me to get the metrics, just go ahead and say so in the chat. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. WMMA Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. So Bruce Buffer getting the announcements done. The people's main event, strawweight, Joanna, Zhang, round 2. Zhang versus Joanna, whichever you prefer. Joanna looks intense. Zhang's already bouncing on her feet. She's ready to go too. Joanna's been training per usual out of American Top Team for this one. Zhang moved her camp to Bangtao Muay Thai, the hot new fashionable gym in Phuket, Thailand. Some of the coaches from Tiger Muay Thai moved over to Bangtao. All right, here we go. Zhang, Joanna, round 2. Well, round 1. Round 2. Second fight. Touch of gloves. We are on. All right, both in the center. Joanna throwing a lot of feints. Zhang kind of following her around. Joanna misses a low kick. Zhang trying to cut off the cage. Lands a low kick. Low kick lands for Joanna, but Zhang makes her eat a right. And Zhang goes high with a kick that's blocked. Zhang misses a low kick. Ooh. Oh! Joanna trips up Zhang off of a counter. Makes her eat a right as she comes up. Both are swinging heavy early. Zhang goes high with a kick. Zhang gets Joanna down early. She's making her eat some punches. Joanna might be hurt. But she's getting up. But she's eating punches on her way up. But she's up already. And Zhang is staying on her. Goes around, takes the back. Weili trying to get Joanna down. Joanna's managing to stay on her feet so far. But Zhang is all over her right now. She's trying to get her down. She gets her down. Zhang gets Joanna down again. Manages to get the back of Joanna. She's got one hook in. She's got the back, making Joanna eat some punches. Joanna's got to be careful because she's about to turn over. This is a big question coming into this fight is, would Weili use her wrestling? And so far she has. So you've got Zhang in the half guard of Joanna. Trying to roll her over. Joanna's on her side right now with half guard. But she might be able to shrimp out here. But right now Weili's trying to make her eat some punches. But Joanna's out and back up. In the clinch, makes Weili eats a knee. And Zhang pulls her down. Almost went bad for Zhang, but now she is in the open guard of Joanna, away from the fence too, which is good for Zhang. But Zhang standing over Joanna, makes Joanna eat a punch as she gets down in to half guard. She's trying to pass the side control. Very good start for Zhang. Oh, Zhang gets the mount. Zhang is mounted on Joanna. Weili making Joanna eat some elbows. Not really doing much right now for Joanna. Yeah, Joanna's not really doing much, but Weili's making her eat some elbows. Joanna's trying to turn over, trying to get out of this position, but she's got to do something. So she's scrambling, trying to get back to at least half guard. Minute 10 seconds left. This first round is all Weili Zhang so far. So Joanna's back to half guard, but she's eating some elbows from Weili. Weili's just throwing elbows. And Jedrzejczyk manages to get out of mount. She's back up to her feet now with 46 seconds left. One, two for Joanna. Ooh, big right hand lands for Joanna. But she eats a couple punches. And they're throwing heavy leather. Joanna went high with the kick. Zhang takes her down, but they're both back up right as the bell rings. Whoo! Intense first round. Very intense first round. Yeah. Blue Dash saying Joanna might be in trouble here. Also says this round was close to a 10-8, but Joanna got up. Yeah, it's intense. Very, very big is Weili's on round one. All right, tweet is sent out. So I scored it 10-9 Zhang. If Zhang keeps getting Joanna down like that, I've never seen Joanna have trouble like that with someone wrestling. Then again, we haven't seen Joanna really get taken down like that in a long time. So all right, start of the second round. Exchange of low kicks. So Joanna's down one round. She's got to win the next two. Zhang needs a right from Joanna. Kick by Zhang. Oh, nice side kick there for Zhang. And another. Oh, Zhang needs a right and then throws a right, left, right, and a kick back to Joanna. Crowd's going nuts for Weili, chanting Weili. Minute into the second round. Joanna throws a low kick, but then eats some counters by Zhang. She's got to be careful with those low kicks because Weili's prepared for him with counters. Joanna's really loading up on her power strikes. Another side kick for Zhang. She goes high with a round kick, but misses. Knee lands for Joanna, but Zhang lands an elbow in the clinch. Zhang has Joanna up against the fence right now. Looking for a leg. Oh, almost gets Joanna down, but Joanna's manages to stay on her feet and separates. That was a sloppy takedown attempt by Zhang. One, two from Zhang. Minute 2:15 in his round 2. Kick lands for Weili. Oh, spinning back elbow lands for Zhang, and Joanna's out. Joanna is out. Spinning back elbow. Zhang puts Weili out in the second round. Oh my God. Joanna went face first down into the mat. Oh my God. Wow. Got to see a replay of that. Wow. Wow. Back fist to the neck. Joanna goes down face first. Holy crap, watch this. She throws a left, tries a right, but misses. Spinning back fist comes around. Basically, the forearm hit the ear and the neck, like right here is where that landed. And Joanna goes down face first. She was done. Boom. She was done. Holy crap. Holy crap. Judy V says the Boogie Woman meets her match for the second time. Oh, I was muted. I'm sorry. Judy V says the Boogie Woman meets her match for the second time. Blue Dash says no, Joanna. Yeah. Wow, that was rough. That was rough. So now we go to the official decision. Two minutes, 28 seconds of round number 2 for your winner by knockout, Weili Zhang. That was some finish. How do you spell her Jedrzejczyk's name? Jedrzejczyk. DC's questions make no sense sometimes. You used a lot of takedowns in this fight against Joanna, and then you used a really nice spinning back fist to score the knockout. It's like, yeah, what does one have to do with the other? Listen, you lose a fight. Mel says, and here I was saying I didn't know if Zhang Weili still had KO power. She definitely still has KO power. That doesn't go away. You don't lose power. Like people say, as fighters get older, the last thing to go is power. You don't lose power. What was I saying? Listen, you face a really tough opponent to the point that you take off 2 years from fighting. Maybe don't go back in against that same opponent that you went toe-to-toe, life or death with in your first fight. You know, take a tune-up fight. Joanna looked like crap in there. Honestly, she did not look that good. She just kept getting drawn in. She got drawn straight in those firefights right away, which is not where she wanted to be. Her takedown defense didn't look good. She wasn't able to get straight up off the ground like she usually does. And she just, again, in the second round, she just kept drawn straight into those firefights, throwing everything heavy. It's like, what was she thinking? Judy V says next Carla. Probably. I'm not sure she deserves it, but here's my thing. I don't think a single win after 2 straight losses justifies a title shot. Not when your win comes against someone who hasn't fought for 2 years. That's just me. I know there's a lot of Zhang out there that aren't going to like it, but I need to see more. I need to see another win. I need to see a win streak going if you're going to face the champ. Here we go. Let's interview the girl who just got knocked out, because that totally makes sense. Yeah. She just got knocked out. Let's put a microphone in her face. I hate that. I know that's not up to, the person doing the interview. That's on the production booth, but I think that should be disincentivized. I really don't want to hear from someone who just got knocked out. Nothing against the fighter, but maybe give them a few minutes to recover first. Joanna is not happy. She's very sad. The gloves are off. She's making sure to thank a lot of people. She's leaving the gloves. She's done. Joanna retires. Holy crap. She says it's been 20 years. I turned 35 this year. I want to be a mom. I want to be a businesswoman. Said, I love everyone. I love you guys. I love you, DC. She's done. So Joanna, we just saw the retirement of Joanna Jedrzejczyk, everybody. The greatest strawweight champion in the division short history just retired. Judy V says, who then for the title? I would say Marina Rodriguez. That fight, she's on a win streak. Judy V says, time she humbles herself. If you're talking about Joanna, well, she just retired, so you don't have to worry about it. So we just saw an amazing knockout and a retirement all in one. Blue Dash says, Joanna is a legend. Hope she enjoys her retirement. Yeah, I hope so too. The thing is, like, she already has stuff lined up back home in Poland. Like, she's going to be helping grow the ladies divisions over there. Like, that's already set up with her. And I know Carolina's part of that. And so that's something she's going to be working on. She says she wants to be a businesswoman. She'll probably start her business, have some kids. So Weili's on, wins via knockout against Johanna and Jedrzejczyk, who then retires. I don't blame Joanna at all. So now we move on to the co-main event, Women's Flyweight Championship. Valentina Shevchenko is going to defend her title against Taila Santos. Some are saying this is going to be Valentina's biggest challenge yet. We shall see. We shall see. GDV says she had a great run. Yeah, Joanna had a great run. It's just that once she lost the title, it's like, boom. She hit the wall, basically. I mean, she's picked up some wins, like she beat Tisha Torres and Michelle Watterson, but she never beat a top fighter after losing the title. Yep. Okay, time to focus on next fight. Yes, you are right. So the next fight, Shevchenko versus Santos for the Flyweight Championship. Let me pull up the stats for this one because we got to. They're advertising for the boys on Amazon Prime right now during a pay-per-view. I do not pay pay-per-view prices to get advertised for Amazon freaking Prime, which I also pay for already. This is the shit that drives me nuts. I'm paying pay-per-view prices and still getting advertisements. Drives me nuts. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Anyway, let's pull up these stats here for Shevchenko versus Santos. Bullet coming in at 22-3. Santos coming in at 19-1. Shevchenko hasn't lost since the second Amanda Nunes fight a few years ago, and undefeated, of course, at flyweight. Santos on a nice 4-fight win streak. Most recently defeated Joanne Wood via rear naked choke submission 5 months ago. Here's something I have a hard time getting over, though. I realize this was like 3 years ago. Well, being like one of the few victories in the UFC for Mar Barella is not a good look. Santos is the younger fighter. She's 28-34. But, I mentioned this earlier that Shevchenko is not slowing down. She has not showed any signs of slowing down at 34 years old. Certainly, her taking a defense-first approach to fighting helps for longevity. But I think the way she trains and her attitude towards training, too, is that, like, she doesn't overtrain. I mean, she is a machine in the gym, but she never, overtrains in the gym. And that's huge. Because as you get older, it is harder and harder and harder to recover each day in the gym. It's harder to work out, to have those hard workouts because they take longer to heal and recover from. But Shevchenko, she's not slowing down, even though she's hitting that mid-30s stride. Santos, slightly taller, 5 feet 6 inches, 168 centimeters to 5 feet 5 inches, 165 centimeters for Shevchenko. And Santos has a reach advantage as well, 68 inches, 173 centimeters to 65.5 inches, 166 centimeters for Shevchenko. The big question here, Santos has the reach and she has the height advantage. Can she use it against Shevchenko? I just don't know if she can. I have a hard time seeing it. I really do. Yeah, I just have a hard time seeing it. My pick is Valentina Shevchenko, probably by decision, but a finish wouldn't surprise me either. I don't think this fight's going to be that exciting either. But if you were to ask me, hey, you think that Shevchenko fight's going to be exciting? My first answer would be no. No. She's just not. Her style is not the type. If fights get exciting during a Shevchenko fight, it's because the opponents bring it out of her, or it's because she knows she has her opponent so overmatched that she actually starts taking it to her opponent. It's just how it is. She's a defensive first fighter, and that tends to make for not so exciting fights. That said, she's a great fighter. She's a great fighter, just not exciting. Of course, I can always be proven wrong. Now, I'm willing to be proven wrong. I'm open to it. Taila Santos making her way now, walking out to Unstoppable. I believe this song is by Sia. It's the same song that Angela Lee comes out to in One Championship, if you're familiar with Angela Lee. By the way, don't forget to hit like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Can you tweet out the fight here? All right. Co-main event time. Taila Santos, the challenger, is in the ring. She's riding a 4-fight winning streak. Will it be enough to dethrone a champion that many people have basically called all but unbeatable? Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I don't know. I personally don't think so, but we'll see. Judy V says it's leather time. We shall see. Valentina Shevchenko about to make her walk out. Coming out to some Eastern European, Central Asian song with the traditional sound. This is definitely the type of song you would hear at one of the Russian nightclubs over in Korea when I was there. I had friends invited me to the Russian clubs a couple times. It was an interesting scene. Bunch of people that spoke almost no English, either Korean or Russian. There she is, the champ, making her check-in. Taking her time. She has the most wins and longest win streak in UFC flyweight history with 8. Of course, let's be honest though, that's not a long history. Highest striking accuracy in UFC women's flyweight history at 56.6%. There's her sister, her coach, Creepy Pavel. And the champ is now in the cage. There are still like front row seats and stuff that aren't filled. What the heck is going on? Must have been comped seats. Judy V says, multitasking, listening to you, another channel, and watching fight. That's some serious multitasking. Showing some of the recent odds history of Valentina Shevchenko, and it's ridiculous. Like why anyone would waste money betting on her to get like almost no return is beyond me. Like you have to bet so much money. Anyway, here's the tail of the tape. Shevchenko older, 34-28. Santos just slightly taller. Has a little bit of a reach advantage as well. But again, the big question remains, can she use it effectively? That's going to be the big question. Anyway, let's get into fight mode here. There we go. That fixed the volume issues. Hey, Howard Hughes is a judge. I thought he was dead. You know, the guy from the movie The Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio. Guy locked himself away literally for years before he died. Bruce Lee or Bruce Buffer making the introductions. So according to Octagon Doctor on Twitter, the curse of the UFC 275 Pirate is real. Apparently everybody that's walked out with the eye patch guy is lost, I'm guessing. Or maybe as far as he's been paying attention. But he said pray for Valentina because she walked out with him. We'll see. All right, here we go. Flyweight Championship. The champ, Valentina Shevchenko, taking on the challenger, Taila Santos. All right, they come out. No time with the glove touch. Front kick to the leg for Valentina. Inside low kick misses for Valentina. Superman punch for Valentina. Don't think it quite hit. But Valentina's kind of moving forward, but also not. Like she's keeping steady. Oh, Santos came forward and ate a hard punch by Valentina. Low calf kick lands for Santos. Shevchenko eats a low calf kick. Bisping said she checked it, but she didn't move. So how do you check a kick if you don't even move? Valentina whiffs on a spinning back kick. Santos comes forward, swinging. Valentina ducks under. Gets the body lock. Has over-unders right now. Shevchenko in control with the clinch against the cage. I mean, she got the body. She has the body lock. Throws up a knee. Santos trying to get her head down, control the posture. But nah. Shevchenko has that locked in. Another knee for Shevchenko. Knee lands for Santos. Santos just trying to get under Valentina. It's not going to happen. She already lost that battle by letting her get that body lock. And Shevchenko has that body lock up so high that Santos is trying to get control of the posture, and it's like impossible. So Santos trying to control the knee of Shevchenko, eats some shoulder strikes, another shoulder strike to the face. Santos is just stuck right here. Throws a punch to the body. Oh! Shevchenko tries to get Santos down, but Santos gets her down. Santos on the back of Shevchenko right now. Santos on the back of Shevchenko. She's got both hooks in. She's going for the choke. She's going for the choke. Santos trying to get under the chin. But Valentina is fighting the hands. She's got one arm over, but she's blocking the mouth right now. But Santos is on the back of Shevchenko. She has the figure four leg lock in. She doesn't have the choke. And every time she gets the arm under, Valentina has been able to fight it off. But she has not given up. But she's not able to lock up the choke, even over the chin. But I mean, right now, Santos is in control with that body lock. Shevchenko's throwing some punches backing up to the face of Santos. But I mean, right now, Santos is in control. No, actually, Shevchenko actually has the wrist control of Santos's right hand. And Santos needs to win that wrist control. 20 seconds left in the first round. See, if I were Santos, land some punches, Santos. Shevchenko's landing punches. You've got the back, but Shevchenko's the one's landing the punches. Santos gets that choke over the chin, but it's like right as the round ends. Shevchenko right up at the bell. I don't know if that's going to be enough to give the fight to round to Santos. I'm going to give that to 10-9 Santos. I'm going to give that to Santos 10-9. But we'll see. But it's a good fight so far. Round number 2. Shevchenko taking the center of the cage. Santos kind of moving around. So that's only the second round that Valentina Shevchenko has lost in the flyweight division. Shevchenko lands a low kick, inside low kick. 1-2 lands for Shevchenko, backs up Santos. Another right left. Santos lands a knee in the clinch. And Santos welcomed that clinch and now has Valentina against the cage. Santos going for a takedown. Not sure she's going to get it. Valentina with that over-under. She's a master of posture. Looks like Santos might have the body lock here. Knee by Santos to the inner thigh of Shevchenko and another. Crowd cheering for Valentina right now. Another knee to the thigh of Shevchenko. Shevchenko brings her hand up to land some short punches to the head of Santos. Santos puts that leg behind her and gets Shevchenko down. Santos with the takedown into the closed guard of Valentina Shevchenko. What can she do here? Shevchenko already landing strikes from the bottom. Opens up her guard, gets a leg under Santos to create some distance. Valentina on the offense, even from bottom. Shevchenko opens the guard again to create some distance. Now she's closing it again. Opens it again. Valentina opens the guard again, trying to create some distance between her and Santos. Good wrist control by Valentina as well. Nice elbow lands for Valentina from bottom. She's trying to set up an arm bar. She's trying to set up a go-go plata. Nope, not going to get it. Santos back into the closed guard of Shevchenko. But Santos has got to get busy here. She's not really throwing and landing anything. Like Valentina's landing short, choppy punches and stuff, and they're kind of like going wild and over, but they're still scoring. Santos trying to stack Shevchenko right now. But Santos starting to throw a little bit of punches to the body. Shevchenko going for a couple elbows from bottom. Santos getting a warning from the ref to get busy. Santos has 3 minutes, 35 seconds of control time so far. There's about a minute and a half left in this second round. And the referee stops it. He's going to start him up on feet. Which is why you got to stay busy. You can't just be content to stay in guard. Especially when the bottom fighter is landing more strikes than you are. Push kick for Shevchenko. Valentina ducks under, gets a nice judo toss. Shevchenko trying to go over for a submission, but Santos now lands in top control with 35 seconds left. Landed some short punches to the body of Shevchenko. Shevchenko trying to land some short punches. So Santos getting a lot of control time in that round as it winds out. And there's the bell. Looks like she landed an elbow right at the last second. I don't know. I mean, obviously the control time has to go to Santos. But Shevchenko was outlanding her even on the ground. Like, Santos didn't really try anything on the ground. I'd like to see the striking stats. #25, hashtag WMMA. Oh, we got a timeout. Santos didn't have her mouthpiece. So the live betting right now is -170 for Shevchenko. That is out relative, really struck. All right, start of the third round. Santos comes forward with the right left, eats a counter. Shevchenko with a kick to the body. Santos low kick, inside low kick. Push kick to the lead leg of Shevchenko by Santos. Push kick by Santos. Ooh, nice overhand left by Shevchenko. Shevchenko always a southpaw? Or did she switch? Low kick by Shevchenko. Minute into the first of the third round. Spinning back kick narrowly misses for Shevchenko. One-two lands for Shevchenko. Ooh, Santos missed on a 1-2. Shevchenko ducked underneath and landed a low kick. There's Shevchenko coming forward. She gets a body lock. She gets the trip, gets Santos down to the ground, but Santos right back up. So that takedown won't score. She really muscled through that takedown. I think that's why it wasn't as effective. Nice right hand there, Lynn. Right hook for Shevchenko. Right, Santos driving Shevchenko to the cage. She's got the body lock. She's up high with it. She's going to try to muscle Shevchenko down to the ground, possibly, or go for a trip. Lands a knee to the thigh of Shevchenko. Shevchenko trying to land short. Punches over the head of Santos. It's one thing about Shevchenko. She's staying busy. Fighter's got the over-under. Knee to the thigh of Shevchenko again from Santos. Knee by Shevchenko from the inside. And Santos gets Shevchenko down. She's got her on the back. She's on the back. She's got one hook in. She's got one hook in. But Santos is way too high on the back right now. I don't know if she's going to be able to keep on Shevchenko's back right like this. She's way too high. She's got both hooks in, but she's really high. She might have to stop and readjust right here. Minute and 20 seconds left in the third round. But Santos is looking for that. She's looking for the choke. See, if I were Santos right now, I think I would just be content, be on top, land some ground and pound from here, maybe. But no, she's going for the choke. She's got the arm around. She's got the choke around, but it's over the chin. The choke is over the chin, but it's on. It's over the chin, but it's on. She's got the figure four. She is dragging Shevchenko down. She's dragging Shevchenko down. Taila Santos might have Valentina Shevchenko in trouble here with 48 seconds left. Shevchenko, using good wrist control, is out of the choke now, but she's not out of trouble just yet. Shevchenko's wrist control is like second to none. So Santos going the other direction now. But nope, can't get it. This could be enough to win Santos the third round. I had Shevchenko ahead. There's Shevchenko landing some strikes even from having her back controlled. Santos again going for the choke, but it's over the chin. And that is the end of the third round. Valentina Shevchenko ends another round, the second of 3, with Taila Santos on her back threatening the choke. Took that round. Shevchenko's team is telling her, do not go to the ground against Taila Santos. They're straight up telling her, like, do not go there. Do not go down. This is crazy. This is nuts. We might see the end of an era here tonight. All right. Third round or fourth round, championship rounds. Kick by Santos. They're talking about a clash of heads on the commentary. And there's some swelling on the eye of Santos. Push kick by, oh, Valentina lands a heavy kick. But she did punt her in the in the hoo-ha. Ooh, that eye's bad. But yeah, Shevchenko did punt her in the hoo-ha. There's a clash of heads. But no, I don't want to see the clash of heads. I want to see the kick to the hoo-ha. All right, Santos, I guess, is okay. Shevchenko getting a warning. Shevchenko swung a little bit wild there, but landed. Minute down in the 4th round. Shevchenko goes high with a kick. Low kick lands for Shevchenko. Shevchenko trying to go for the clinch. Valentina breaks it off with an elbow. Ooh, nice left hand landed for Shevchenko. That, you could hear that one. Low kick lands for Santos. Santos eats a body kick. Minute 35 in the 4th round. Shevchenko's starting to come forward now, which is rare to see from her. So you know she knows she needs a finish, yeah. We're actually seeing an aggressive Valentina Shevchenko, which is rare. Throws up a body kick, a left hand. Valentina's going to throw that left a lot because that right eye of Santos is swollen. Got 6 people in chat. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. 4th of 5 scheduled rounds in this flyweight championship fight. Santos is up either 3 rounds to none or 2 rounds to 1. Right, halfway through the 4th round. This is definitely Shevchenko's round so far. Santos just not getting any offense going. I mean, her vision's just compromised. She got kicked in the hoo-ha, and that hurt her. Santos eats a 3-punch combination followed by a kick from Shevchenko. Santos misses on a low kick. That was wide. Right hand from Shevchenko. Santos lands a push kick. Kick to the lead leg of Shevchenko by Santos. Low kick lands for Santos, or Shevchenko rather. Santos goes to throw a kick, but eats a 2-punch combo from Valentina. Another low kick for Santos. Push kick to the lead leg of Shevchenko by Santos. Shevchenko coming forward. Another push kick by Santos. Inside low kick by Santos. Minute 20 left in the 4th round. Santos starting to land more, but Shevchenko coming forward now. Santos starting to land more, but this is definitely still Shevchenko's round in the 4th so far with a minute 2 left to go. Shevchenko comes forward with a combo. Shevchenko comes forward with a punch, but might have ate a knee there by Santos. Santos misses a right hand. Oh, late takedown by Santos with 18 seconds left. Ducked under a punch, gets a takedown. She's starting to throw some punches now. They're not really landing much. There goes an elbow by Santos. Valentina trying to get up and land some punches of her own, but that was a much-needed late takedown by Santos, but it's not going to be enough to win her the 4th round. No way. Blue Dash says, I think Santos up 2. I think it's 30-27 Santos. Judy V says Val needs to do what she did to I. Ooh, yeah, if she can. I don't think she can, though. Santos is a better fighter than Jessica Eye. Santos has a swell right eye, and they are working hard on it right now. Her corner is working hard on that eye. But could be 2-2. Hashtag UFC 275. Hashtag WMMA. All right. So the corners are out. Oh, Doc's looking at the eye. Santos trying to tell her, I can see. Nobody wants this round to end before the 4th round. That's for darn sure. All right, 5th and final round. Santos lands a low kick. Right hand lands for Valentina, right hook. So Santos' corner was telling her, like, so the odds are still minus 245 right now for Shevchenko, plus 180 for Santos. Okay. Kick to the body lands for the champ. Shevchenko coming forward, 3-punch combo, and another. Santos getting the body lock, and she gets Shevchenko down, but no, Shevchenko retains control, barely. She's got the head. No, Santos is out behind, out around the back. Santos on top. Shevchenko's grabbing the cage. Shevchenko is grabbing the cage, ref. There you go, make a stop. But Valentina's out anyway, but still, Santos on the back of Shevchenko. She has one hook in. She's fighting for that choke right now, fighting to get one arm around. But Santos has one hook in. She's on the back of Shevchenko, but she's too high. She's too high. Valentina might be able to get out from here. Likely going to be able to get out from here unless Santos makes the adjustments. And Valentina gets out the back end. Minute 50 seconds into the 5th and final round. Very intense fight. The champ might need a finish in this 5th round. 1-2 hurt. Look, kind of wobbled Santos a little bit there, but she lands front kick to the leg of Shevchenko. Exchange of kicks there. This is the 5th and final. This is the kind of 5th and final round. Shevchenko coming forward with a takedown and gets Santos down. Shevchenko came forward and got a takedown. She knows she is down. Shevchenko in the half guard of Santos right now. Look at this top control from Shevchenko too so far. She's going to be heavy on that top control. This is the type of fight in this 5th round where it could go either way. I mean, you might have 3-1 for Santos, but it could also be 2-2. Because some judges tend to favor champions in fights. So this is the type of 5th round where each fighter has to dig deeper than they've ever dug before. For Santos, this is the fight of a lifetime. For Shevchenko, she's talking about her legacy. She's trying to go back up to bantamweight after this. If she loses this, it goes down. No chance. No. She's going to have to probably rematch. So Shevchenko in the half guard of Taila Santos, not really landing much though. Mostly going for the control this round. She's not able to really land much. Now she's starting to land some punches. But for the most part, this has been a tale of control for Shevchenko. Shevchenko landing shots to the body of Santos, just short punches. Now Santos trying to land some elbows to the body of Shevchenko. Minute left to go in this 5th and final round. Shevchenko's playing it safe this round. Let's be real here. Shevchenko is playing it safe this round. But I think she should be going for the finish. I think she should be doing a lot more. She should be trying to pass that guard right here. And she does. She gets the side control. Shevchenko passes guard to side control. She's now in side control. Nope. Santos gets back to half guard. 30 seconds left. 5th and final round, UFC Flyweight Championship. In the hardest fight Valentina Shevchenko has ever had at Flyweight. Santos trying to set up a Kimura. Santos trying to set up a Kimura? No. Not quite. 10 seconds left. Santos trying to get back to guard, but doesn't get it. Shevchenko landing an elbow and a punch as the seconds close down. And that is it. 5 rounds. 5 rounds in the bag. Santos stands up. Shevchenko gets up, puts the hand up. She thinks she might have done enough to win it. I don't know. It's either going to be 3-2 Santos or 3-2 Shevchenko. I'm going to grab a pen real quick here because I want to be able to write these scores down. Then played it safe the rest of the round. 10-9. The champ be enough. 3-2. Either way. Hashtag WMMA, hashtag UFC 275. By the way, if you Blue Dash has it 48-47 Santos. Oh, by the way, Twitter, if you're on Twitter, @NowWMMA is my handle. So I've got a pen here because I want to write down these scores. Bruce Buffer has the official decision. Shevchenko looks confident, but you got to be confident. Santos doesn't look sure. Frankly, I don't think either of them should be looking so confident. (48-47) Shev. 47 Santos. It's probably going to be Shevchenko because that's how Bruce reads it. 49, 46, and still, what? 49-46 Shevchenko? You got to be kidding me. What judge scored it? 49-46 Shevchenko. How did she win 4 fucking rounds? She did not win 4 fucking rounds. That's bullshit. Bullshit. Fuck this. Ugh. I didn't care who won, but 49-46 for Shevchenko. That judge basically gave her the fight before it even started. 49-46? What the fuck fight was he watching? What fight was he watching? 49-46. Come on. I left my hat in here. I left my hat in here. You didn't win 4 freaking rounds. Get out of here. Anything more than 3-2 either way is bullshit. I'm sorry. No way. Trash. Here comes the stupid dance. She sounds defeated. Santos. They're interviewing Taila Santos, and she sounds defeated. Judy V says, chillax, it's only a fight. I hear you, though. I just can't stand these bad decisions. Like, I don't care that she won. I picked her to win. But 49-46 just shows that there's no fixing the judging in this sport with the current set of judges we have. We need to start a clean slate. All new judges across the board. That's the only way to fix. And even then, I still don't think you can fix it. I'm sorry. I'm tweeting out. I'm just mad. It just. Yeah, any judge that only gave Taila Santos one round should lose their job. I'm sorry. All right, so we move on to main event time. Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Prohaska for the World Light Heavyweight Championship. Glover, the champ, welcoming the challenger Yuri. This is going to be a good one. This should be a good one. But you know what? First, I got to use the restroom real quick. So before I go, hit the like button, subscribe. I will be right back. I'm just going to use the restroom real quick here. All right, we are back. So we're getting ready for the main event of the evening. Glover Teshera taking on Yuri Prohaska for the light heavyweight championship. Glover, the champ, welcoming the challenger Yuri. Yuri Prohaska only has 2 fights in the UFC before this. That's a ridiculous rise to the top. So, what whiskey shall we pick next? I got one picked out. I just got to get it open. So this is a bottle of Liberty Pole Spirits peated bourbon whiskey. This is made locally. It's made about 20 miles away from where I live by the Huff family that owns Mingo Creek Distillers. This is a bourbon, which is mostly corn, but part of the mash was you have to use, every whiskey you have to use a certain amount of malted barley, which is what gets the germination process going. And this barley was heavily peated, which means it was smoked with peat moss, which gives it like a really earthy taste, kind of like a scotch. This was aged for a minimum of 25 months, so it's about 2 years old. Batch number 30. Huffs are good friends of mine, so I like to support their brand. They make a very good whiskey, and this is a good one too. So they make a regular bourbon, a rye, a corn whiskey. Peated bourbon is one of their award winners. I got to get through my lozenge before I can have any, but mild nose to this one. Yuri Prohaska about to step into the cage here. Take that candy out, cleanse my palate. All right, main event time. The challenger is in. He's doing a little, like a, call it capoeira type dance. Prohaska's weird. He's out there. But MMA loves that kind of stuff. MMA loves weirdos. They really do. To a certain extent. Like some people are weird and MMA fandom just rejects some weirdos. And then others they embrace. They've embraced Yuri. It helps that he used to fight in Japan. All right. Got that earthy, smoky smell from the peated malt barley. Ooh, that is smooth. That is so smooth. Definitely smoky, earthiness. And the corn they use is like a red corn, which you don't see very often. It's called Bloody Butcher. And that has some earthiness to it too. So this is like a really earthy bourbon with some smoke. I like to say it's like a good conversion from Scotch drinkers to try, who are used to like a smoky Scotch, to try to get into bourbon. I'd like to say it's like a good conversion for either way. So like if you're a bourbon drinker and you want to try to maybe get into Scotch, try this first before you get into those heavy peaty Scotches. But if you're a Scotch drinker and you want to get into bourbon, maybe try this one. You has some taste that you're familiar with. That's my opinion, but like I've been buying from this distillery for several years now, and every new batch just gets smoother and smoother and better. All right, so Glover Teixeira is in the cage now. We've got ourselves a main event, ladies and gentlemen. Got ourselves a main event. This is going to be good. This is going to be fun. I'm just tooling around on my thumbnail maker. I'm about to cause some trouble. I'm about to cause some trouble, but it's going to be fun because I already know how he's going to respond. I'll wait a little bit before I do that. A scar? I got a scar right there? Okay, so we're getting ready for the main event. This is going to be good. Light heavyweight championship. I hope it's different judges than the last fight. Lord, I hope it's different judges in the last fight. At least get that 49-46 retard out of there. Bruce Buffer making the announcements. Oh, I didn't bring up the stats on that, and I apologize. I did not bring up the tail of the tape properly. All right, let's go. I'm not as nervous about this fight. I wasn't nervous about the last fight. I probably should have been. I'm not really nervous at all about this fight because mainly it doesn't really matter to me who wins or loses. I will say, though, being much closer in age to Glover Teixeira than Yuri. Oh, much closer in age to Glover Teixeira than I am to Yuri. It would be nice to see him win. It is fun to watch old guys win. Plus, at like light heavyweight and heavyweight, that's the weight classes where the old guys can win. Heavyweight, much more so than light heavyweight, but this should be fun. But I think the longer the fight goes, the more it will favor Glover, is my prediction. For Prohaska, he's capable of finishing it fast, lightning fast. All right, here we go. They touch gloves. Crowd's going nuts. Prohaska adopting a weird sideways stance, or almost sideways. Sending out the jab. Glover goes high with a kick that misses. Glover with a kick to the midsection. Low kick lands for Yuri. Yuri looks huge compared to Glover. I mean, Glover's more solid in the midsection, but Yuri's just all around bigger. He's got the wider shoulders. He's taller. Glover goes body ahead. Yuri with the left that lands. Yuri's trying to set up some crazy shit. Glover goes low for a takedown. Has the leg of Yuri. Prohaska kind of like tries to jump away from it, but fails. Glover now in the guard of Yuri Prohaska, landing some punches from up top. Prohaska completely closes the guard, trying to completely shut Glover down right now. Yuri still with the closed guard. He's got to open that guard up at some point. He's got to try to do something here because Glover has Yuri stacked against the cage right now. Lands a big elbow. So Yuri finally opens a guard. He's trying to get up, gets to the side. He's about to get back up, but Glover might have the choke on him. Glover going for a rear naked choke with no hooks. He's got Yuri against the cage. He's got Yuri on one knee, but like squatting low. Brings Yuri back down. Glover now in north-south on top of Yuri Prohaska. Now in side control. Halfway point of the first round. Glover Teixeira in, well, north-south right now on Yuri Prohaska. Elbow from up top by Glover. Still in north-south on Yuri. Yuri's got his feet on the cage. He's trying to get away. He spins over and out, and he's up and out. Yuri back on his feet. 2 minutes to go in the first round. Yuri with a flying knee fake to a punch. Another punch by Yuri. Glover goes low for a takedown, but gives up. Kick to the body by Yuri. Glover coming forward with a right and then a left. Ooh, Glover kind of clipped Yuri a little bit with a punch. Glover with another takedown. Yuri rolls out of it, but gives up his back in the process. Oh, Glover's mounted on Yuri. Glover's mounted on Yuri. Yuri trying to roll over, but Glover is mounted on Yuri Prohaska with 1:20 to go. And Glover is raining some ground and pound. Judy V wants to know what's up with calling Glover Teixeira old. For fighter years. For fighter years, he's old. Judy. As a fighter, he's old. So Glover Teixeira, full mount on Yuri Prohaska, landed some elbows. Yuri trying to roll over, but Glover gets the hooks in. Yuri trying to stand. Glover trying to bring him back down. He's still on the back of Yuri with his hooks in. Glover trying to work wrist control on Yuri. Does not want to let him stand back up with 30 seconds left. Glover's really high, though. If Yuri can shuck him off. If Yuri can just shuck him off, Glover possibly going for a note. He's out. Yuri Prohaska's out. He's standing over Glover with 15 seconds left. Now Prohaska on top landing some ground and pound. He's trying to go for the finish with less than 10 seconds left. but I do not think it's going to be enough to win. Oh, he's hurting him, though. Heavy punches. But that was quite a round. That is the end of the first round. Big round for the champ, though. A big round for the champ. That was not enough at the end to steal it for Prohaska. Glover's coach showing him to be tight on his defense coming in. Got to be tight on your defense coming in. Of course, my sound is not the best going through these old headphones. Through the Roku remote. Excuse me. Showing a replay of the first takedown, single leg trip. All right, start of the second round. I have it 1-0 to champ. Oh, something happened. Eye poke, accidental eye poke. Challenger just wants to keep going, though. He says, I can see. Left hand there by the challenger. Man, he's so long. You look at the challenger's length. He's basically showing, just putting his hand up out there with the jab, showing I can reach out and touch you just about any time I want. Ooh, Yuri goes high with the kick up the middle. Misses the left hook. Yuri throws a knee up the middle. He's starting to land. It's not really like landing too hard, but it's going to add up. Kick up the middle from Glover. You know who Yuri kind of reminds of? A very young John Jones. In that John Jones would just throw stuff out there to see if it works. Yuri kind of does that too. He's very young John Jones. Oh, that left hand hurt. That knee definitely hurt Glover. The champ might be hurt here. Uppercut from Yuri, and he's throwing some more punches, and the champ is definitely hurt. He's going for a desperation takedown. Challenger's having none of it. Challenger standing over the champ. The champ in desperate straits right now. Just under 3 minutes to go. Champ might turn it around, though. He's back up. But you think he's got to still be hurt. He just ate another left and a right uppercut. That's another uppercut missed by Yuri, but still. The challenger is landing right now. I mean, he's missing too, but he's definitely landing. Teshera going for another takedown, doesn't get it. Knee up the middle by Yuri, another knee. Spinning back fist by the challenger. He's landing what he wants right now. There's another takedown attempt by the champ. Can he get it? Nope. But still, he's got Prohaska thinking about it. He's threatening it. Sometimes that's enough. But right now, Glover's striking is landing nothing. The champ in survival mode right now with a minute 50 seconds left. Ooh. Oh, the challenger's just landing hard shot after hard shot, and the champ's eating it. Champ backing up. Champ's backing up. Yuri misses. He might have gotten clipped. Now Teixeira on top, over the back of Yuri, landing some strikes. Minute 25 left, and the champ is landing. He's mounted on the challenger. Glover has a minute and 10 seconds to land whatever he wants from here. If he can secure his dominance here, he can secure the second round. But he's got to land hard. But he's too low right now. He's got to get. Champ is in the challenger's half guard right now. He's got to get back to mount. He's got to pass that guard, get to mount, and land hard. Because right now he's taking a little bit of a break. But still, he's putting his weight on the challenger. And that's a lot of weight. And he's making the challenger eat. So champ is in good shape right now. Challenger's trying to get up, but he's not going to be able to get up. He's 20 seconds left. Oh, big elbow by the champ. 6 seconds left. Big cut open on the challenger. There's another big elbow right before the bell. The champ opened up a big cut on the challenger, Yuri Prohaska. Big cut over the left eyebrow of the challenger. Got 4 people watching. Hey, the chat is wide open, guys. The chat's wide open. No one's really talking much right now. Don't be shy. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And thank you for watching WMMA Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. Y'all are the best. They are hard at work on that cut. But now the champ has a target. As soon as the fight resumes, he's got a big target to aim for on the challenger. And as soon as he touches it, that cut's going to reopen. Soon, all the champ has to do is land, like in the vicinity, and that's going to reopen. The champ smiling away. They're calling in the doctor to look at the cut. He says he's fine. Doc says he's fine. Little tiny lady doctor. The bleeding stopped for now until it gets hit anywhere in the vicinity again. Challenger goes high with a kick that's blocked. So now the challenger has to absolutely stay on the outside and stay away from Glover. It's either 1-1 or 2-0 for the challenger. Glover going low for the takedown again, but blocked by the challenger. Yuri lets him back up. Smart move by Yuri. But Glover has to get on the inside and work that cut. Knee lands for the challenger. Champ ducks under a 1-2. Ooh, double jab lands for the challenger. That ponytail is almost in the eyes of the challenger. Low kick lands for the champ. Another low kick lands for the challenger. Oh, the challenger's lighting him up. The champ going for a takedown. He's not going to be able to get it from here. He goes to his back, and the challenger lets him up to his feet. This is looking like the second round all over again. Oh, the champ is slow to get back to his feet. Oh, 2 lefts and a right, and another left lands for the challenger. A knee lands for the challenger, but the champ catches it, takes him down, gets a takedown to side control. The champ is inside control. Now he needs to start working some elbows. Work on that cut. Glover. Come on. Yuri trying to get back to his knees. All right, he's back to his base. And the challenger is about to get back up. The challenger's back up to his feet. He might get a takedown here on the champ. Challenger possibly going for a double leg. Eats a couple elbows from the champ. But he's back up. Landing elbows now as a challenger. Champ tries to land a couple punches of his own. Challenger starting to tee off on champ. Oh, big shot to the gut. Lands a right hand to the or left hand to the face of the champ. Champ ducks under, gets to the clinch. He does not want to be here in a clinch. Another elbow and an uppercut. Left hand, right hand to the body, left hand to the body from the challenger. Challenger unloading on the champ. A knee to the body. Glover goes for a takedown, but is denied. He's tired. The challenger's teeing off right now on the champ. The champ is on his back right now. The champ is on his back. He's eating punches. He's bloody. The champ is bloodied up. He's eating punches from the challenger. Challenger in half guard of the champ. Judy V says a few more punches on the cut and it's over, but Glover's the one bleeding right now. Of course, that comment was 3 minutes ago. So the challenger or champ on his side trying to get back up to his base. Champ trying to get back to his guard possibly, but he's bleeding into his own eye. Minute left to go in the third round. Challenger going for arm triangle choke. But the champ gives up his back, but rolls out of it. Champ rolls out of it. The champ is now in guard. 44 seconds left to go. This is when the champ needs to go to work on that cut. Glover needs to go to work on that cut. Right now, Glover, go to work on that cut. Blue Dash says Yuri fights like some fighters did their Pride Day, but somehow for him it works. Yeah. Oh, and the cut's open back up on the challenger now. The champ landed ground and pound of his own. 23 seconds left to go. The champ needs to go to work right now. The champ needs to go to work. Go to work on that cut, Glover. Oh, big elbow lands for the champ from top. This is not going to be enough to get the round. But if he can work that cut, you got to do what you got to do to keep the belt right now. The challenger tried to throw up a triangle but didn't get it. But that is the third round. Champ looking the worst for the wear. Judy V says bloody mess. So yeah, Blue Dad, yeah, he's fighting like an old style Pride fighter, just very wild, seeing what works. That's why I like I said, he reminds me of like a very young John Jones, who admitted like, yeah, I just throw stuff out there and sometimes it works, even against the wishes of his coaches. They're trying to tell Glover that Yuri's more tired than he is. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. All right, round 4. Wasn't sure this fight would go to the 4th round. Championship rounds. Yeah. Michael Bisping talking about Glover confident in the corner saying, I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat him. Could be. Look, Glover's been to later rounds before. I don't think Prohaska has. Ooh. Left to the body lands for Prohaska. A kick to the body. Prohaska attacking the body now, but then he goes for an uppercut, a hook, and a left. Ooh. Oh, Prohaska just landing those punches on the champ. Oh, Glover has him hurt. Glover tagged him. Glover went to the body, then went to the head, and you could tell it staggered the challenger. Glover with the takedown now, straight to side control on the challenger. Now in north-south. Not quite north-south, still side control. Little over a minute and a half into the fourth round. And the challenger inside, or excuse me, the champ on side control of the much younger challenger. So not a whole lot going on right now, but Glover's being careful in his position. He's got one arm kind of stuck, although he might want it there. He's got one arm between the legs of Prohaska. The challenger trying to get out from here. But, oh, the champ's in mount now. The champ is in full mount. He's going to start landing punches. He needs to work on that cut, too. He's got an arm triangle. The champ's got an arm triangle choke in. It's not quite in yet. I don't think it's in. Challenger looks okay. He's giving a thumbs up. Well, he doesn't have the full choke in. But Glover is landing to the body of Yuri right now. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the fourth round. The cut is open again on Yuri. All right, 2 minutes left in the fourth round. The champ is mounted, but he's got the arm triangle. He's going for it. The champ's going for the submission. He's going for the arm triangle choke submission on the right side of the body of the challenger. Challenger giving a thumbs up. He says he's all right, but the champ is going for it. Oh, the challenger's out, and he's on top now with a minute and a half to go. The challenger is on top. He's standing over the champ, trying to rain down punches. Some of them are landing. A lot are missing, though, but some are definitely landing. But a minute and 20 left for the challenger to work and get this round back. And by get it back, I mean just win it. He didn't have the round up till now. Oh, the champ out the side. He's going to take the back. He's got one hook in. Champ has one hook in. He might try to get the other hook in. He's got a lock on one leg. Oh, look at the flexibility on a champ at that age. Nope, he gives up on it. Oh, the challenger's back on top now. Challenger's back on top. He's going to try to land. Land some shots to the body. $20 seconds left in the fourth round. This fight's insane. This is a much more back and forth fight than the co-main event, that's for sure. Like, that fight was insane too, but this is insane in all different ways, and just the back and forthness of it. And there goes the end of the fourth round. So we're going to a fifth and final round, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd's loving it. Singapore crowd is loving it. Glover's corner is telling him he has it. All right, we're getting ready for the 5th and final round. Some of the crowd is on their feet going into the final round. 5th final round. They shake hands and hug. This is nuts. This is nuts, everybody. I'm going through life like this. Oh! Oh, the champ hit him hard! The champ hit him hard! The challenge is hurt! The challenge is hurt! He's trying to survive. Oh, why would you go for that guillotine, Glover? He threw it away, Glover. Glover, you threw it away. You had him hurt. The challenger was rocked. What was he doing? Oh, my God. That is so frustrating. Glover had him hurt. What was he thinking? All right, challenger back up. He lets Glover up. Oh, but nice uppercut lands for the challenger and lands a few more punches. Glover lands some of his own. Oh, another right hand lands for champ. Prohaska's landing, but he's tired, and Glover is finding his mark. Oh, nice left hook there for Glover. Oh, the champ definitely has the challenger hurt. He should just keep hitting him, Glover. Don't go for a takedown. You're landing good. You had him backed up. Glover was going for a takedown. He's probably tired too. Can't get mad. I mean, I know he's tired too. And he's definitely going to have a better time on the ground. Man, I'm going through. Oh, jab lands for the champ. Oh, big right lands for the champ. Halfway through the round. Oh, left hook lands for the champ. Yuri lands a couple punches of his own, but the champ's going for another takedown. And he gets it. The champ gets a takedown. Can he keep him there? Yeah, he's got Yuri down. He's got Yuri on his butt. But Yuri's going to try to fight it off. I don't know if he can fight this takedown off. Oh, he gets to one knee. But Glover pushes him over. Goes to mount. Glover goes to mount that easy. Yuri is that tired. Yuri kind of just like boom, 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 on the head. Not tapping out, but I mean, he's like trying to just, I'm still here. The champ is mounted on the challenger with 1 minute and 35 seconds left. Glover, just throw punches. If Glover were smart, he would just throw punches right now. You know what? He could even just stay in the mount and win. He doesn't have to do anything. Yuri trying to walk over on the fence. Try to get out of this. We'll see if it pays off for him. It's a bold move and it pays off. It pays off. Yuri is out. He's on top of Glover right now. Glover is turtled up with a little over 1 minute to go. Can Yuri turn this around? Oh, Glover rolls. Yuri gets the side control. Just, oh man, is this going to be enough to steal the round for the challenger? Oh crap, the challenger has the champ. Almost had him in crucifix, but the champ is out. He's back to turtle. The challenger has a rear naked choke. Yuri has a rear naked choke on Yuri. There's no hooks or anything. And yet, Glover tapped. Glover tapped to a no hook rear naked choke. There was less than 1 minute left, and the champ tapped out to a no hook rear naked choke. You gotta be kidding me. Did y'all just see that? That was nuts. That was nuts. What did we just watch? I need a replay. Get to the replay already. Wow, they gave him that new black Yuri Prohaska in 3 fights is a UFC light heavyweight champion. Watch this. The choke is in, no hook, and Glover's tapping. Wow. Those fights go back and forth like that quick. Blue Dash says that's insane. Oh my God, I agree, Blue Dash. That was insane. 5th round finish. Come from behind like that from the challenger who was losing that round. Yuri was losing that round. Insane. That fight was awesome. That was a classic back and forth fight. That's what you call a classic fight. Judy V says it all. Wow, what an ending. That's nuts. Insane. John Anik saying 4 minutes, 32 seconds of the 5th and final round. Holy crap. What a fight. What a fight. What a main event. What a main event. Singapore got a gift with this. 4 minutes, 32 seconds of round 5. Your winner via submission due to rear naked choke and new Yuri Prohaska. Holy crap. That was nuts. That was insane. Everyone, that was insane. What a night of fights. Insane. Holy crap. So DC, he's about to do an interview with the champ, the new champ. Asking, how does it sound? 3 fights in the UFC career. He says, I never thought. That's why it's good to not thinking. He says he'll show a better performance next time, and he's sorry for that. Sorry for what, man? You whoa. He said, like I said before the fight, I'm ready to end it 1st or 5th round, and it doesn't matter which technique. He thinks there's something wrong in his left hand. He messed it up. He says the choke just came naturally. He says he saw the moment and took the opportunity, basically. That's what it takes sometimes. You know, you watch enough of these high-level fights and you see it comes down. Yeah. So you watch these fights like this. You watch enough high-level fights and you realize it comes down to who sees the opportunity and takes the opportunity when they see it. A lot of fighters will see opportunities for the finish and won't take it. And those are the fighters that they kind of fade away. But the fighters that see those opportunities and take them when they're there, those are the fighters that go down in people's memory. You know, I made a video about the upcoming Invicta event earlier, and I said, you know, I was talking about Tanisha Tennant, and I said, you know, even when she sees opportunities, she doesn't take them, and that's kind of holding her back. And a lot of people think she belongs in the UFC, but it's like, I think that's what's holding her back, is that she doesn't create opportunities, and even when she sees them, she doesn't take them. And I think that holds her back, and that's a big thing. When you're a fighter, you see those opportunities, you got to take them. Glover says, you know, I give my all. Live by sword, die by the sword. He said, no excuses, but I had a rough weight cut. He said hit him with some good weight body shots that took away his gas. DC asking him what's next. Asking, I don't know, do I look 42 out there? And DC says, no, you look good. Glover says he's going to keep going. Judy P says, a good fight for you, old man. I was muted that entire time. I apologize. All right, so going to do a quick recap of the entire main card. Thank you, Judy V. So quick recap. So first up, we had a welterweight bout. Jack Della Maddalena defeating Ramazan Emeev via TKO due to liver punch. 2 minutes, 32 seconds of the first round. And what a liver punch. Just straight across the body there. Grazing the entire body. Emeev just went right down from it. And he was done from there. Had nothing left. Ate some follow-up punches, but he was already done. Really nice job there by Jack Della Maddalena. Then we had another welterweight bout with Jake Matthews, defeating Andre Fialho via TKO due to right cross, 2 minutes, 24 seconds of the second round. I'll tell you what, Matthews, just so fast, so fast. Thank you very much for the super chat to Brother Man. Says great stream, Chuck. I appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat, and I appreciate the compliment. You just getting into Brother Man, or have you been quiet the whole time? Anyway, Fialho could not deal with the speed of Jake Matthews. It was just way too much for him. Then we moved on to the people's main event. The strawweight division. Weili Zhang defeating Joanna and Jedrzejczyk for the second time. This time, finishing the job via KO due to spinning back fist, 2 minutes, 28 seconds of the second round. Weili came out with a very wrestle-heavy game plan in the first round, completely controlled the first round, dominated Johanna with the wrestling in a way no one had ever seen before. And then came out with get that spinning back fist in the second round. Johanna just face planted. Amazing finish. Joanna and Jedrzejczyk afterwards retired from competition, took off her gloves, left them in the octagon. She is done as a pro fighter. Then in the co-main event, Ladies Strawweight Championship, Valentina Shevchenko retaining via split decision over Taila Santos. This fight was close. It could have gone either way. Now, one judge had it 49-46 Shevchenko. That judge needs to get his head examined because there's no way 49-46 Shevchenko. Absolutely no way you could score that fight 49-46 Shevchenko. The other judges had it either 48-47 either way. But Shevchenko challenged like never before. Never before. Barely scraping by Taila Santos. Taila Santos taking her down, controlling her on the ground. Should have landed more ground and pound. Should have gone for the ground and pound more. But Santos taking it to Shevchenko in a way that no other fighter had before. I mean, before this fight, the most Shevchenko had ever lost was a single round. The most she'd ever lost at flyweight was a single round to Jennifer Maia. But Santos managing to win 3 rounds to 1, or 3 rounds to 2 on one judge's scorecard, 2 rounds on another, and then that one judge just doesn't know what the F he's watching. And, yeah. Valentina Shevchenko, the new challengers are coming. New challengers are coming. You want to talk about bantamweight? At this point, if she goes up to bantamweight, it's to run away from the challengers at flyweight because the new challengers at flyweight are coming. And then in the main event, Yuri Prohaska defeats Glover Teixeira to become the new light heavyweight champion via 5th round rear naked choke submission in an absolute back and forth classic. That fight was a classic. I don't like to label fights that. I never label fights that. This fight was an absolute classic. This is a great fight. Overall, absolute great night of fights. Phenomenal night of fights. Anyway, it is 20 after 1. I'm a little tired and my throat's bothering me from talking all this time. It's almost 3 hours and 20 minutes. Judy V says, great commentary. Thanks. Till the next good night. Good night, Judy V. Have a good night. So, before you go, we still got 5 people watching. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. Subscribe to WMMA Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial art dedicated platform on YouTube. Until the next time, shout out to everyone in the chat. Avmail, Blue Dash, Colostrum Sup, Judy V, and is that everybody? And the Brother Man. Can't forget the Brother Man. Long-time subscriber. Probably one of my longest subscribers right now that still checks in occasionally. So shout out to him as well. And shout out to everybody that's watching that maybe just a little shy or didn't want to say what's up. That's okay too. But thank you for tuning in to the UFC 275 live fight commentary for the main card. I had a lot of fun tonight with all of you. Great time. Great night of fights. Every single fight on this main card clip, which they should. I mean, after taxes, they cost $80 for the pay-per-view, so they should deliver. But thank you to everyone who tuned in. Again, like I said, hit that like button. It helps gets the algorithm going. It draws people to the stream, and it'll help afterwards too. If people decide, hey, maybe I want to watch the replay and see what this channel was like as far as the commentary goes. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe if you like what you see. Regular content coming out all the time for women's mixed martial arts. Listen, I say this at the end of every video and every stream, but I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. This is the best and by far the most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform on YouTube. We do it all. We do live stream commentaries. We do fight previews. We do fight reviews. We do news. We do a week. It's not always weekly, but we do a regular live stream show where you can come and get all the news, all the results, all the fight previews in one place, and we get some good discussion going on. We've got good discussion videos going on. I've fallen behind on some things that I'm still trying to work on. I want to get back into doing the retro fight reviews. I want to get back into. I've been working a long time on a Blast from the Past series where I talk about fighters, pioneering fighters that I like. The next one coming up is a true pioneer and a legend in the sport that I'm working on. And this is such an important one. I want to do it right. But keep an eye out on those. I'm trying to line up some more fighter interviews. It's hard to schedule sometimes, and honestly, I'm a little bit shy about talking to fighters, so that's why I don't do more. But I'm going to try to keep up the content. Darn sinus infection. Couldn't really get much content out this week, but dropped a new video earlier today or yesterday now in my time zone about Invicta 48. Goes down July 20th. Go check out the fights on that one. Go check out that video. But thank you to everyone for watching and tuning in tonight. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all of you. Keep coming back. And, hey, we'll see you next time. Have a good night.